And we're back.
Yeah, back. Oh, you just saw that character over there that's been waiting for like the last 6 hours.
Yeah.
Great. She'll probably appear like 3 times in a row.
No, I don't remember. Maybe. Like, you might go off screen and then she comes back and I just didn't pay attention to that.
No, she's there again right now.
So I guess those were quests that they were giving us. The things that we didn't know what they were.
Well, they make those little goofy-looking characters appear, and some of those characters do things to benefit your party, like increase your level cap and stuff.
Or give you formations. I picked up a new crappy formation in this one, and then I keep forgetting to rearrange the characters.
Oh.
Oh no, that's in the next video. The next video.
Maybe that's in the next video then.
Yeah, there's lots of videos.
Well, there's 2.
2 that we're gonna do.
Are there more?
There's many more for me to make.
Aren't we almost done with this game? Like,
I don't know, but you're not gonna believe what happens at the end of the next video. Let's just save that for then.
Oh, it's because you saw it again. Yeah, well, I saw that she was back. Oh, if you just hold the R button now, you can run from battles. That's totally not useful.
Yeah, it's really not. Like, there's...
Oh, there she is again.
No,
only she's library now.
She's...
Yeah, whatever. I guess that's why you probably never went and visited her.
We're in the library, but she is the library. I don't know where we get that.
And we already know that there's that book fairy thing that also claims to be basically the library.
Some mad game programmer's Tesseract.
Something like that. Oh yay, we need... You're 20 hours into the game and you just got experience obtained +1. Very slight experience gain.
Yeah, thanks game. I can really use that.
Ugh.
So as usual, I'm trying to get some semblance of a party out of this, and it just isn't working because there's no way to combine these skills. I mean, first off, they've got all of the skills for various classes divided across every character. So, like, every character has support skills. Every character has attack skills. Every character has magic skills. And then there's, like, 1 or 2 skills that each one has that would make another character good, but they can't use them.
Well, that's ridiculous. Hey, look, she has credit obtained +2. Slight increase in money gained from battle.
That's also very useful in a game where I'm hardly buying anything.
I know, right? What happened to the music? Good God.
Oh yeah, I stuck around long enough here to where the music actually changed a bit. Like, we've never listened to these full tracks, and they just get weirder.
No, I
and
don't think we have. Yeah, they just keep tacking on things that make less and less sense as time goes on.
Like, they must have recorded like a 3-hour track or something, and just, hey, let's throw some flute in here, and let's really get our money's worth out of this Casio synthesizer.
But how do you can't get your money's worth out of a Casio synthesizer without someone to play it? That's the horrifying part, is that they actually had to have someone come in and, like, tap keys on a keyboard.
They had to have someone come in and actually choose that digitized orchestra.
Like, they could have just licensed a bunch of Ice Cap Zone remixes, and that would have been fine. It's Sega. It doesn't matter. No one cares. Or you know what they could have done, which would have been great, would have been, if they just, like, whatever world you were in, the music was just, like, the little background music that plays at the start of every game for that system. So you just have, like, the Sega screen going over and over and over again in the background when you're in, like, the Mega Drive era. And then, like, you have the Saturn era where they just do that little, like, 10-second jingle over and over and over again. I mean, I assume at this point that they're trying to cause people who play video games to kill themselves.
Yeah.
They've hinted at it.
In the Dreamcast era, they should just play the PlayStation noise. Not the PlayStation 2 noise, but the PlayStation noise.
They should play the PlayStation 3 noise from before, like, that one patch where, like, it had that, like, that orchestral startup sound, and then, like, there was that, like, little jingling noise whenever you started a game. They got rid of that for some reason. I don't know why.
Well, they didn't want to sound like Nintendo, where Nintendo's always, like, goofy.
It wasn't goofy. It was just it was like Tubular Bells or something. It was actually kind of nice. I don't know why they got rid of it. I can't make it come back on my PS3. without like resetting it.
I don't know.
Stop! He's already dead. You could have killed both of those with one character's moves.
Oh, this is
But I guess
this is just SP game. This is all.
you're
SP
just building
game.
SP. I realized that as you said it.
Done already? That was fast. I'm gonna get even stronger.
Aren't you a clone, Neptune? God, who cares?
She's a clone of someone who became a motorcycle by traveling through time and being obliterated.
That makes
I
total
think
sense.
she's dead. She's dead and she's a ghost and she has possessed a motorcycle.
She is dead, and this is hell.
Now we just need the clone to take her soul and become good.
Oh, why did they cap damage at 10,000 for you? There's a skill that you need to get rid of that cap, I'm sure.
No,
realize
I
that?
think that you just end up getting skills that do multiple attacks that can hit.
No. When the time eater attacked you, it did like 16,000 damage in one hit.
That's the time eater.
seen
The
it.
time eater doesn't obey our rules. Time eater is its own thing. It just sits in
If the
tower.
time eater doesn't obey the game's rules, then what's the point of playing this game at all?
Isn't the point of everything we've been doing up till now to ask that question?
It's a simulation of enlightenment. And she's halfway to an enemy.
Yep. Oh yeah, that happens a lot. So it turns out, you remember how I was going to give her that item that boosted her movement?
Yeah.
Yeah, what that means is she has more meter for movement if she like takes an action after stopping. So she can't actually move any further.
No, that's impossible.
That is the way of things.
No, that's impossible. I don't believe you.
It boosts her move attribute, which I didn't realize it until I put Mega Drive back in the party, but she's got that skill that gives her more movement, and she basically gets double the movement everyone does, but she doesn't get any movement further than anyone else.
What are you... That doesn't... No, based on the way that this game works, that doesn't seem to be right, because...
No, you're either supposed to have the one person who can competently heal, i.e. Game Gear, in this game. You're either supposed to have her in the back lines, not ever attacking enemies, or you're supposed to have her in the front and getting slaughtered when she could be killed.
No, because I've seen you play this, and you move to the edge of the circle that they can move to, and then you attack, and then you move again, but you get the same circle.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like Game Gear.
But the circle gets bigger and smaller based on your move attribute.
No, it doesn't. It does not.
Sure, it does.
No, she's stuck with that circle. It doesn't get.
No.
anything.
If's move circle is bigger than everybody else's,
Yeah.
and that's because her move attribute is higher.
No. She just has. It might be another attribute, but it's not the move attribute.
What other attribute could it be?
I have no. Maybe agility.
No.
I should toy around with it.
It's
and figure
called
it out.
movement.
I wish they'd let us have more fun.
I think you're wrong. I think you're just wrong about this.
I tried it. I tried doing that thing that I. God, this game is so confusing.
I don't think this game is that confusing. I just think you're really bad at playing JRPGs.
But no, this is like I immediately tried this when I decided to keep Game Gear in the party for
When
a
you
while.
decided to remember.
Yeah, and when I decided to remember to think about something, I did it.
What should I do?
Like, because the second...
Not bad. That's it.
I don't know. I'm not sure I buy it. I'll have to see it to believe it. I've seen you make enough really novice mistakes in this game to be like, I'm not so sure.
Do your best for me. Eat my magic! Disappear!
What was that? SP?
No, that
HP?
was health.
What? She didn't need any health. She can't ever get to the enemies.
Did you notice how much it gave you, though?
It had to be SP. It had to be. It was blue. It wasn't green.
No,
Green
it
is
was
hit
pink.
points.
It was a pink star.
The end already? That was
No, it wasn't.
I did it!
It was a yellow.
You know what?
It was a yellow
Alright,
thing.
we're gonna have to go through the tutorial again just to remember what this stuff was. Because I never get them, because the gems, there's only like one formation where you actually get them.
It's like Lucky Charms. They don't matter.
Yeah.
Flame soul slice!
And then there's the green one that I still haven't even figured out how to get. I'm sure the tutorial said that you had to be an either transformed Neptune or IF.
You must be at least this tall in order to...
Yeah, and they still couldn't get them, so... I don't know.
Well, you need the double jump, which activates somehow. Question mark.
Going all out.
It's a movement-based RPG. There's no reason for a double jump. If they actually give me a double jump at any point in this game, I'm done.
Well, I hate to say this, but I bet you're going to be done.
They're gonna give me a skill called double jump. It does something that has nothing to do with jumping whatsoever. It's like a stat boost.
It increases your move stat. Wow, that is so overkill.
This game really needed more boss battles, because the like 3 that we've done so far, they've been okay.
Well, so here's the thing. I bet you've missed a lot of the boss battles because we haven't ever actually gone all the way to the end of these dungeons.
Oh no, there are a couple that crop up. Like I think in this video,
Like
or
that
the
one
next
from last time, where it didn't drop the thing that you needed.
Well, I get a quest in one of these coming up where they tell me about a phoenix in the afterburner lava level.
Yeah,
So I'm assuming that's a boss.
sure. I'd believe that.
If you get in my way, you're dead. It's my turn.
You know, she's talking to these enemies as if they can understand her, but none of them are humanoid.
They're just canned responses to entering battle. Half the time Segami says it's my turn, and then someone else goes first. In fact, I have always goes first.
Yeah. I don't know, as a connoisseur of bad JRPGs, I kind of want to play this game at some point.
Well, okay, so I've tried playing it for longer lengths of time, and I won't say it's enjoyable, but it's more tolerable because you just sort of get into the zone where you're doing it like a zombie and just going through quest after quest after quest, and it's not so bad that way.
Okay, I believe that. If you binge this game, it probably doesn't hurt nearly as much.
Yeah, I mean, we're probably almost finished with it because the quest list got a lot smaller.
Well, no, but did the quest list actually get smaller, or are we just getting near to the next time that we have to fight the Time Eater?
Oh, that's the thing. Let's save that.
Oh no, another surprise.
Yeah. I like to kind of bait them.
I can't watch. My magic.
But I pretty much cleared out all the easy quests. I mean, a lot of the ones coming up are going to be ones that might be a challenge, so the game might get a little more fun.
Maybe. Unless by challenge it means that you need to grind for 6 hours.
Yeah, because it doesn't feel like all the stuff I've done on these easy quests was enough to compensate for the problems we had, say, fighting Neptune and Saturn.
It's clearly not. It's clearly not. I mean, unless... Okay, so here's what I would recommend. I would recommend that you go and look at the stuff in the shop really closely and see if we can
I've
find...
done that 6 times.
Have you?
Yes, I seriously have. There's
Or have you been just angry and just, like, fumbling through it? No, I mean, seriously, look for things that increase defense. They have to exist.
No, I will do a whole video going through the items list, and I will show you that, like, first off, half of the gear has no stats. There's like an entire category that it's just for looks, and it doesn't give you any stats whatsoever. And then there's another one where the stats are like, may as well be non-existent, because it's like, oh, here's an extra 5.
And, like, your base
in
numbers are,
one
like,
thing.
450.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So, like, the weapon stat and the little bracelet equipment category, those are the only 2 that provide any real stats. And the bangles, that's it. And the bangles are probably the best ones because they're the only ones that provide, large increases.
Jeez.
But they're so varied, and so many characters need so many different ones that, and you can only equip one, so
Go! Eat this! Do your best.
like with IF, I have to sacrifice 2,500 hit points if I want to give her any boost to anything with one of the bangles.
Well, she does have like almost 8,000 hit points at this point. That's not...
Yeah, I mean, it probably wouldn't be bad, but she's like she's basically the tank at this point. So
Well, so here's the thing. I kind of get the feeling that your attack and defense are being multiplied by your level.
Check this out.
And so I think that it is possible that if you went back to those Saturn fights, that they'll do significantly less damage. Because if this is using standard JRPG like stat methods, there's a defense stat which is basically absorb damage. So the base damage of the attack is like 6,000. And before, when you were only level 15, your defense was 15 times 100 or something like that. So they did 4,500 damage per hit. But now if you're level 30 and your defense is 180, then it's gonna do more like 2,500 damage per hit, which might be doable if you get fever time, and if you get into the fight and as soon as things get rough, you get into fever time, and if you time things right, basically.
yeah,
I think it may be getting close to doable, that one story fight.
Well, I mean, like this fight got a lot easier when I prepped everyone too. So
Yeah.
you'll see here, it's like it's not even a challenge. She doesn't always do that.
It seems like she only does it when the enemy is still standing after
What should I do?
the first shot. It's because she's like still there or something like that.
Yeah.
Technical support.
Have you tried rebooting?
I was tempted to turn the game off.
Can't wait. Flame soul slice. Leave it to me.
The only thing that could make things 10 times better is if the enemies just randomly change their weaknesses.
Check this out.
I don't think you need that, do you?
I don't, but I just...
You're just wasting SP.
Well,
The most
I didn't
the most
realize that the fight
precious
was going
thing
to
in
be
this
that much
game.
easier this time.
No, fair enough. I mean, last time you got the fever time immediately at the beginning, and you kind of wasted it for the most part. And then that thing, its defense goes up every turn it gets, like by a lot. And so it kind of bogged you down near the end.
Sega's
Do you get the item this time?
Yes.
That's good.
But
Well,
did you see
put
what I
you
equipped?
put that skill on, yeah.
Well,
I saw
she
that.
had
You put
two
the
of
drop
them now,
plus
because
two.
she doesn't lose drop plus one, and she gets drop plus two.
Oh,
So
yeah,
she's
of
got
course.
both of them, so I equipped both of them.
Smart.
But
move.
I'm willing to bet that if there was some way to look at the mechanics of the game, that it doesn't increase the odds at all. Like, it just becomes redundant. I wouldn't put it past this game.
Yeah.
Go! It's mine! Eat this! It's mine! Do your best.
Oh, and
Eat my
what's her name? Uzume? Her HP recovery skill still says Recoveyor in her stat menu.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, this game could use some more intelligence.
I have to say that the Fever Time battle music is way better than any other battle music in the game. Like, it's actually tolerable as like a little techno track, and not like intolerable like everything else in this game.
You mean like this battle
What
music?
should I do?
Oh, this one
This
isn't
isn't
so
so
bad.
bad.
The
This
normal
isn't so
battle
bad.
music.
The normal battle music is really
Obnoxious?
obnoxious, yeah. Not as obnoxious as like the stage music in a lot of the
Only
stages,
this
but
time, okay?
Like the Game Gear era?
Flame soul slice!
yeah, something like that.
I'll show you Sega Saturn's powers.
No, I mean like the dungeon themes where they're like
I mean, okay, look at this. Segame's got a skill that
There! Eat
Saturn doesn't even have.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why she has it, or if Saturn's going to get it.
one time, okay?
Because Saturn doesn't even
Wait.
have a class change, and she hasn't used this skill yet.
It's my turn.
Oh, you did the class switch, I see.
Right there! Right there! Right there! It's mine! Eat my magic!
I don't... Like, how many attacks has this turtle even done in this battle? I mean, I know I
None
was in
yet.
Fever Time, but, like...
Well, Fever Time prevents the enemies from attacking. But
But, like, before, I don't think it did any before.
No, it didn't. You hit fever time before its first move.
Okay.
And then it does that thing where it gets like 4 moves in a row for some reason.
I promise. What should I do?
You should finish the enemy off.
Oh!
Yeah, just hit it until it dies.
This! Eat this! Mine!
It's like the Cyber Demon in Doom. Shoot it until it dies.
Only this time, okay? Flame Soul Slice! It's my turn. Go!
Stupid enemies.
It's mine!
Hey, at least they're not providing too much of a challenge, right? Like, it'd be much worse if they actually were challenging.
Eat my
Oh yeah, you know, if this game was... If I could just walk through this game from one end to the other and, like, every once in a while run into something that just kills me and I don't know why, that would
Wait a
be-
minute, I just realized something. Are the lines that Segami does when she's transformed as another character just that character's lines spoken by Segami's voice actress?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, when she changes into Saturn, she goes, "Here comes Sega's ultimate hardware."
Even though it was no, but like she was doing the attack moves and like the words she was saying were the words that Saturn says, but they were being said in Segami's voice.
Yeah.
I'm amazed that they went to the trouble of having her record all those lines again.
I'm amazed these people
I mean-
woke up before 3 o'clock to get to work on this game.
We don't know for sure that they did.
We don't. They might have gotten it done before 3 in the afternoon.
Yeah, they could have been working like an 8 to 2 schedule or something.
Oh, there's that. We got the object.
Yep.
One more for the books.
Yay, her max class level, which she was nowhere near getting. She was nowhere near having it fail on her.
It really doesn't matter. I mean, the game doesn't give you any good progressive order of things, and if I have to sit down and think about what order I'm supposed to really be doing this stuff in, that's too much work for this game.
For this, I don't know. I mean,
No, but seriously, like the amount of work that you have to put into it to remember, okay, which area has the highest level monsters in which era. You know, and a lot of them look the same, so it's like you got to keep like a notepad just to remember all of that. And then it's like, okay, so where should I logically be going next to keep things in order? It's not worth it, especially since half the places you can grind levels quickly enough to where you can beat everything there anyway. And she's back.
who's back? Oh, you took Saturn out and put Neptune in?
Yeah.
Whatever.
I really don't. Okay, the only time it seems to matter is if you run into a lot of enemies who have high defense and so normal attacks don't work and you need magic attacks. A couple of the characters don't have any.
Oh. Well, that's balanced as hell.
Yeah. So like you can have one in the party, but you probably shouldn't even have that.
Oh no. The extraordinary pudding quest has gone away. Whatever shall we do? Oh wow! It got a lot of growth from that. That sucks.
That's some really extraordinary pudding.
No place to get it. You have no idea what you're doing. No.
Maybe I should just do
No,
a
we
video
got
full
nothing.
of exploring the levels and get that crap out of the way. If I
At
even
some
can.
point,
I don't
it
even
may
know
be
if that's the case. Like, am I just going to waste my time going from level to level and realizing, oh wait, I can't do it until something else happens in the game?
I think that the whole game world is pretty much open to you at this point.
I feel like that's the case because I'm not getting too many new quests and I've whittled down the menu quite a bit.
Hey, we just fought some of those. If you were able to select two quests at the same time, we could have completed 2 quests at the same time.
Things that would be nice.
It's bizarre to have a mission-based system where you can only select one mission at a time. Like, it's literally like, yeah, but I have to go there anyway.
If you had to actually, like, go to the era and then travel on a world map to these places, that would be intolerable. I wouldn't... We'd be done with this game after, like, the first 2 hours. We wouldn't be doing this.
What do you mean?
If there was any, like legwork to this. If you couldn't just go from area to area like you can.
Well, no, I mean, of course that's the case, but, like, you should have to go from place to place less, is what I'm saying. Like, that would make the game better.
They might have had it set up like that and realized, oh, you can beat this game in 6 hours this way. We don't want that.
Possibly.
No, make them menu
jump.
jump.
You'd be able to select all of the quests that require you to go to the Golden Axe Summit and take all of them at the same time. It would also mean that you have to fight the Time Eater a lot fewer times. Oh.
Let's do another 5-minute fetch quest.
Cross the bridge, cross the other bridge, exit to the next chunk of the level. Watch out for giant bird. Or don't, whatever.
What should I do? Flame soul slice! Finally! My turn! I'm gonna beat mine!
Alright, cut her off in the middle of her move. I'm gonna beat Nevermind.
What should I do?
Walk further.
Let's get this done! That's final blow! Stop! I promise.
Oh no.
That didn't hurt at all.
Yeah, I mean, it went from doing 0 damage to doing 160 damage.
Flame soul slice! This was nothing.
I haven't even looked at what any of these items are for. I don't think they do anything.
Praise me if
No, they're just quest items, from what I can
But,
tell.
like, you get so many of them. I mean... Am I supposed to, like, turn them in somewhere so that they put items in the store? I don't know.
You can probably sell them at the store. For whatever goofy credits they use in this game.
Like, I thought I tried to sell things once, and all I could sell were items like net bowls and things. I couldn't sell any of this stuff I've been finding.
I don't know.
Yep. Yep. I'm going first.
That attack thing is so goofy.
I can go anytime.
Hey, this is all you need for the whole quest in one fight.
Disappear.
See,
Isn't that wonderful?
Segami did it right there. She goes, I'm going first.
Uh-huh.
She's gonna be the last one to go.
Wow, it's amazing that the attack is shorter than her I'm gonna beat Click.
Take my power. That's my turn.
You know what the worst part is?
What's that?
This is still much better and put together much more skillfully
For me.
than, like,
Flame soul slice.
best Android and iPhone app games.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, how frightening is that?
Level up.
Well, they're not made for people that actually play games. They're made for people that... They're made for a completely different audience. You have to understand that. Like, the people that play mobile games don't actually want something that they have to, like...
I'm convinced that they're made
But-
for people that, like, don't like to read, but need a way to kill 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
It's like they can't even be bothered to read the news or anything.
Like, that's why Candy Crush is popular.
I mean, not that I would suggest that people read the news. I'm just saying, it's like there's probably millions of more productive ways to spend 5 minutes than on Candy Crush. I mean, I don't know.
Well, it's not even that. People sit for hours on these things. It's bizarre.
I mean, I would rather play this if it came down to it.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I mean,
Sorry,
yeah,
that sent shivers up my spine.
I mean, this game is not very good, but it's not like...
I've played worse games. It's just that it's so obnoxious in so many ways that...
It has a lot of things in it where it's like, the game designers were not
You know what it is?
straight when
It's
they did
that
this.
it could have been really good.
Sure.
I think games like that bother me the most, where you're looking at it and you're like, this could have been really fun, and they just got lazy with it.
Really lazy.
Really incredibly lazy. She doesn't finish her line.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's like, I thought we got over that in the 90s. When they were first trying to figure out how to...
I think she used to finish her line, which is the thing that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I don't know if there's like an option that got set where like... I don't know. Breakable objects and crystal golems. And the crystal golems are probably those... Not that thing.
Yep.
Alright, no luck there.
I just want you to think that while you're playing this, you could have been playing like Tales of Xillia 2 or something.
I turned on Trails in the Sky the other day, and that game was amazing, and here I am.
It's so good.
How did I not hear about those games when they came out? They're so good.
They didn't really... I mean, they're kind of like an old-school JRPG thing, and they didn't get any advertising or anything. They were just like... Yeah, it's Falcom. Falcom never advertises anything.
Are they idiots? That game is like on par with Suikoden, like almost immediately. I'm playing it like this reminds me of the first time I sat down to play Suikoden when I was a kid.
Yeah, it's that good. Yeah, I just finished the first chapter. And I'm like 20 hours into the game. It's like chapter 2.
Oh, wait for it. Yeah, she
finished it!
I did good, huh?
Alright, that quest is complete.
At this
somehow
point, I don't even think I was paying attention to what the purpose of the quest was. I was just like, okay, gather item, go.
I don't think the quests have any purpose other than that.
Well, there's always a little description where some idiot wants you to get like milk and berries for his dying grandmother, and
it doesn't say that it doesn't do anything. Like,
and you don't get anything for it. They like don't give you any reward.
Well, like there was that one quest that I was talking about last time where it's like, we found a robot, let's fix it. Here's the quest to fix the robot, and then you fix the robot and nothing happens, and you're like, well, okay, whatever. But what probably happens is that it creates one of those little goofy characters somewhere in the game world
No,
that
it
you
does,
click
because
on.
that robot keeps coming back and saying, "Oh, you fixed me again. How old are you?" And it's like he's like in a different era every time, and then the joke
I
runs
see.
in, and you don't care.
Hey, look, there's an event at the Grand Atrium.
There's been an event there for like 10 hours that we've been ignoring, and every time it's the same thing. You finish it, and they give you a stupid item that you can't even really... It's like a netball or something at the end.
Yeah. Oh boy. The
Here's
album.
the gallery.
See, you've got an 80% collection rate. You're almost done with this game.
Good God. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, I know, right?
I was just like, well, what's in here? A bit of music. Yeah,
Yeah,
you can
there's the
scroll
audio.
through the game's wonderful music.
Well, some of the tracks aren't terrible.
Yeah, they're... I don't know if any of them are...
That's the most bare bones music player I've ever seen in my life, though. It's just like, choose name, go. It's like, can I pause it? No. Can I fast forward? No. Can I set them to go in a loop? No.
Can I make
a
it an
playlist?
overworld
No.
song? No.
No, you may do nothing.
This game makes me sad on so many different fronts.
I know, because it could have been good, and it failed.